Hi everyone, my name is Ngosa Genesis and today we are back with another video. So today I'll be sharing with you about the difference between burglary and housebreaking. If you try to read or if you have been reading about them, you might get a little bit confused thinking maybe they are the same, and they might be treated differently according to which country that you're coming from. So before we head into it, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you won't miss any videos, and share with your friends, comment, let me know which video you want me to make. So burglary, according to the Black's Law Dictionary, if you're a student or you're getting into law, then you have to know that dictionary, the Black's Law Dictionary. The offense of breaking and entering another's dwelling at night with the intent to commit a felony, that is burglary. So burglary is defined as it is an offense of breaking and entering into another's house, place, room, as long as the room or the house or the tent or the vessel is used as a dwelling place. And the dwelling place, it means that people live there with an intent or an intention to commit a felony. And then housebreaking is defined as the crime of breaking into another one's dwelling or building with the intent to commit a felony. So as you can see, there is no clear distinction between the two. But in Uganda, that's the Ugandan Penal Code makes a clear distinction between housebreaking and burglary. And the only difference between the two, according to the Ugandan laws, is the time which the offense is committed. For example, according to the Penal Code Section 295, subsection 2 of the Penal Code Act of Uganda, if the offense is committed in the night, then it is termed as burglary, and it attracts an imprisonment of about 10 years. And if the offense is committed in the day, then it is termed as housebreaking, and it only attracts 7 years imprisonment. So now you can imagine, if it is committed in the night, then it is burglary. If it is committed in the day, then it is housebreaking. So what you have to note is that whether it is committed in the day or in the night, the definition and the ingredients are the same. And now here I'm going to share with you the ingredients of the offenses. So whether it's housebreaking or burglary, in Uganda the ingredients stay the same. So first of all, the first ingredient is that the offense should have been committed in the day or in the night. So that's the first ingredient. And the second ingredient, they have the prosecution have to prove that there was a breaking in or out of, or both. So you have to prove that if it is a house or if it is your room, that someone broke into your room. So that means that if someone, for example, if let's say I leave my door open, then that ingredient will not apply. Someone has to break into, whether it's a window, you have to show maybe they banged the glasses and then entered. If it's a door, maybe they cut the padlock and entered. So that's the second ingredient. The third, you have to show that there was an entering. So let's say you find a thief or maybe someone you don't know on your door and is trying to break in, but he does not enter into your room or your house or your dwelling or your tent or your vessel. He does not enter. Then it is not burglary, or it is not housebreaking. It might be maybe attempted theft, attempted robbery, or maybe something like that. But the third ingredient is that you have to show that there was an entering. Then the fourth is that the the place broken or entered into must be a dwelling house, and that the offender must have intended to commit a felony. So let's just say if someone breaks into a classroom, of course people don't live in a classroom, so that means it is not a dwelling place. But let's say someone breaks into a dormitory, of course people live in the dormitory, so that one is either housebreaking if it is in the day and burglary if it is in the night. And the last ingredient is called the offender or the accused must have intended to commit a felony. So let's talk about that one. And intention can be got from the circumstances of each case. So let's say, for example, I'm drunk, and then when I'm on my way trying to go home, I enter someone's house. Maybe we live on the same block, maybe we live on the same level, and I enter into the house. Because I'm drunk, I'm intoxicated, I'm thinking that this is my house. So I just entered. When people find me, they're like, oh, maybe this is burglary. It won't stand as burglary. You know why? Because I had no intention. I thought it was my home. But if they catch you in the house, if you're caught in the house and you had an intention, maybe they find you with a bag, maybe they find you with some materials, maybe like use it to break into the house and what, then that is the felony. So the only difference you have to know is that it depends on the time. But burglary and housebreaking, so housebreaking is in the day, then burglary is at night. And for these accounts to stand, then you must have had the intention. You have to prove the intention. The house, they broke into the house, the accused is the one who actually committed that crime. Then the place must have been broken into. So this is also another tricky question. Someone must ask you, like, so if I'm going outside maybe to grab something and I leave my door open and the thief enters, now would that be housebreaking or burglary? I think that one can be like robbery or theft, if the thief enters and takes some things which are not his, and with an intention of not returning them, or even returning them in a condition that they were not when he took them. So if you leave your door open and someone just enters, then it is not housebreaking or it is not burglary. As you can hear the word housebreaking, someone must break the house or break the padlock to enter into your room. And also the word dwelling, it means anything, any house or any room, whether it's a vessel where people are living. Even if it is your kiosk, it is on the road, but you live in that kiosk and you can prove that you've been living in that kiosk, then it would either be burglary or housebreaking. So that was for today. Thank you for watching. Comment, let me know, subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you next